Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make my pearl dahlia flower, and I am going to be using 65-pound cardstock for this. I've gone ahead and already cut my templates out here, and you can find these templates below this video. The link is in the description of the video for you. If you're reading this in the blog post, you can also scroll up to the supply section and you will find a link to where you can get these templates as well. So in addition to the templates and the 65-pound cardstock that I recommend, you are also going to want something to curl the petals of your flowers with. I recommend a thin wood dowel. I just use a 1/4 inch thin wood dowel. You could also use a 1/2 inch one if your flowers are a little bigger. You'll need a Cricut machine to cut these out with, or you can use a pair of scissors and the printable PDFs that come with them as well. So if you don't own a cutting machine, you can still make these flowers. You'll just need scissors and a little more patience. And then for the center part, which is the pearls here, I'm going to be using a large 10 to 12 mil pearl and then a bunch of 4 mil pearls to create that effect. And lastly, you will also need to have a hot glue gun on hand. A high temp hot glue gun is best. So here's exactly how I would go ahead and build this. Once I cut out my templates, I'm going to need to have a total of 6 template pieces for one pearl dahlia. So I have 6 here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to curl each one of these petal points. So I'm going to start by pressing each petal point to my wood dowel to give it a little bit of a curl. You're going to repeat this with all 6 of the dahlia petals exactly the same way. If you love making paper flowers as much as I do, I have over 150 paper flower templates that I have created to date, and you can get all of them with my monthly membership, and that is also linked below for you. If you're not interested in that, then you can download everything individually as well, and that is always an option for you in the shops. Okay, so I have curled all of the petal points of all 6 of these layers. I'm going to take one layer in my hand now, and I'm going to tuck each petal on top of the other, all going the same direction. Just tuck until you've collected them all. It'll look something like this, and you sort of just want to twist, tuck and twist at the base. And the reason we do this is because it gives the petals a little bit of a deeper curl, and it also encourages the petals to want to stand up and not just fall flat. So that's really important when we're making our flowers. So you can reopen it back up after you've done that a little bit if you want, but you can see how much more it stands up compared to this one after doing that. So go ahead and repeat that process with all 6 of these layers. Okay, now it's time to assemble our flower. So go ahead and just grab 2 of the petal layers. And for one of them, since we're starting at the bottom, you can sort of slightly flatten it out a little bit. And then go ahead and put some hot glue on the bottom of the other one. And you'll want to place it right on top of the other, but you want to aim to alternate your petal points. So see how they're not directly stacked, but they're falling in between each other? That's what you want to aim for, so it looks nice and symmetrical and it looks like it's blossoming. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to repeat the process. If you need exact links for my supplies that I'm using, you can find them below this video. All of my resources and everything are linked below this video for your convenience. I'm adding in my 4th one now, and I'm kind of just letting it open up and giving it a little twist to make sure it's falling the right direction before that glue sets. There we go. All right, now for the last 2, what I want you to do is look at them as if they're facing upright with the petals being curled towards you, and I want you to flip them down so they're actually facing, curling down away from you. and you're going to place it right down on the bottom. And then as you do this, again, look to alternate the petal points based on what the last layer was doing there, the first layer that you put down. So just to reiterate, all of these petal layers here that we added first, they're all curled up and towards us, and this one is just curled down. And what that's doing is it's making the flower look a lot more full and natural, because when a flower blossoms, it blossoms out, but then the petals begin to sort of unfold. So that's what we're going for here. Okay, and then you can flip it back over and you'll see the fullness of your flower there. Looks nice and full and fluffy, just what we're looking for. All right, the last part to finish the actual dahlia flower itself is I'm gonna be taking this pearl here. This is I believe it's a 10 millimeter pearl. You could go up to 12. You might be able to get away with an 8, but I would recommend about a 10. And I'm gonna glue it straight into the center. Just put a little bit of glue right into the center of your flower and lay that right in the middle. Okay, so now here comes kind of the fun part. We're actually going to add a bunch of glue to the top of this large pearl that we put in the middle. The glue is going to kind of fall all around, down around the roundness of that pearl, and we're going to sprinkle on top these very small 4 millimeter pearls, and it's going to give it this look that you see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my hot glue gun. And you can be pretty generous with the hot glue at this point, because anything we add is going to just get covered with those little bitty pearls that we're going to sprinkle on. So that's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start sprinkling those on, and they're going to stick to that glue. And you might want to have something small like a pencil, or I'm just using a weeding tool here. But if you don't have a weeding tool, you could use even a dowel or a pencil or something, just to sort of be able to get your finger in there and poke around a little bit more while that glue's drying. Okay, there we go. And there is our center done with our pearl dahlia. So that's exactly how I would make this flower step by step. Now, if you want to stem them, I can link a video for you below, and you can see how to stem them via that video. I have different videos on how to stem flowers. So if you're wanting to put these on a wreath or something else, you're good to go. If you want to know how to stem them so you can put them into a vase, then you can follow the link below this video and it'll show you how to stem them. And that is how you will make the beautiful pearl dahlia.